Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be talking about the shoes fitted with the gospel of peace. So this is the armor of God part 3. So I don't know if you noticed, but I got some LED lights back there. I had them, they were on the ground, and I turned them on every time, but they never showed in the videos. So I raised them up a bit, hopefully they're visible. Hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't look good, please let me know and I'll take them down because I don't want my background to look bad. So I think that's it. I think that's all the announcements I have. So yeah, with that, guys, let's get into the study. Alright, so shoes fitted with the gospel of peace. Sorry if I'm making a bunch of noise. I'm moving stuff around. Alright, what does wearing shoes protect your feet from? Okay, so like stepping on sharp objects, like, I don't know, like goat heads, nails, stuff like that. I think I had a youth student that said toothpicks. I mean, it probably could hurt. So, I know for me personally, we have a lot of goat heads in our house. And if you don't know what a goat head is, it's this little thing. It looks like a goat head, like it really does. You know, that's why we call them goat heads. But like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really small, has sharp, pointy horns. And if you step on them, well, for me, I step really hard, so they get lodged into my foot. So yeah, it feels great. Anyways, so those can hurt, right? It'd be quite annoying and frustrating to step on them. When you're frustrated or annoyed, are you usually at peace? Probably not, right? So when our spiritual shoes are fitted with the gospel of peace, we can protect our spiritual feet from attacks from Satan and stay at peace. So we can walk into a room knowing that God has got our back. We can live day by day in peace and not worrying about a thing. Wouldn't that be nice, guys? Trust me, I understand. Stress is a huge deal for me. Like, I get stressed constantly, and you know, my wife Hannah has to constantly reassure me, tell me to breathe, tell me to go read my word, pray, all that good stuff. Okay, that's why I think I need a pair of those peace shoes, because I'd be stepping on every spiritual goat head and physical ones, but you know, that's besides the point. Okay, so I'm going to read Psalms 34, but before I do, I'm going to give you some context to it's a David psalm, and I'm going to give you context to like why it was written, when it was written, all that good stuff. So it was after David had, you know, slain Goliath, and everyone was cheering, like, Saul has killed his thousands, David his 10,000s, right? So Saul gets jealous and angry. A depression gets brought onto him, and David comes to comfort him with his harp, you know, and it helps and stuff. But Saul started threw his spear at him one day, and David ran. His best friend Jonathan helped him, and he ran to a cave. And when he was in there, he wrote Psalms 34. Let's go ahead and read that. So Psalms 34, and by the way, I read in the Christian Standard Bible. My morning videos are in the ESV, but this one I like to read the CSB. So, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will be on my lips. I will boast in the Lord. The humble will hear and be glad. Proclaim the Lord's greatness with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He rescued me from all of my fears. Those who look to him are radiant with joy. Their faces will never be ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him from all of his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and rescues them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. How happy is the person who takes refuge in him. You who are his holy ones, fear the Lord. For those who fear him lack nothing. Young lions lack food and go hungry, but those who seek the Lord will not lack anything good. Come, children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Who is someone who desires life, loving a long life to enjoy what is good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from deceitful speech. Turn away from evil and do what is good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry for help. The face of the Lord is set against those who do what is evil, to remove all memory from them. From the earth the righteous cry out, and the Lord hears and rescues them from all of their troubles. The Lord is near the brokenhearted. He saves those crushed in spirit. One who is righteous has many adversaries, but the Lord rescues him from them all. He protects all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil brings death to the wicked, and those who hate the righteous will be punished. The Lord redeems the life of his servants, and all who take refuge in him will not be punished. So, I don't know about you, but that sounds like David recognized that God is the one who saves him from all his fears and anxiety. Yes, David was fearing for his life. He was. But that verse, that chapter shows the peace that David was able to have because of God. God is the only person that can give us that kind of peace. So, here are three ways that we could put on our peace shoes and walk in peace. So instead of the moonwalk, we do the peace walk. That was terrible. All right. Number one, first and foremost, we need to put our trust in God and God alone. True peace isn't going to come from anywhere else except God. Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not rely on your own understanding. So guys, the only person to trust is God. Don't trust in yourself. Don't trust in your mother, your father. Well, don't rely on them as far as who's going to truly provide for you, who's going to give you everything that you truly need. Like, obviously you need to have some trust in your parents and stuff. But don't rely on your own understanding, okay? Rely completely on God. So, number 2, pray. And guys, I need to do this more often. I need to do all of the points I'm bringing today. I need to do more. I need to put my trust in God more. I need to pray more. Okay? Prayer is key to obtaining peace. Philippians 4:5-7 says, let your graciousness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Don't worry about anything, but in everything, prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and mind in Christ Jesus. So, don't worry about everything. Don't worry about anything. But any situation, pray. Bring it to God. A petition, bring it to someone. You're bringing a request to someone. You're bringing it to God. And the peace of God will guard your hearts and minds. You will have peace. Okay? Finally, number 3, walk it out. So 2 Corinthians 13:11 says, finally, brothers and sisters, rejoice, become mature, be encouraged, be of the same mind, be at peace. And the love of God and peace will be with you. So, become spiritually mature. I think it's pretty sure it's talking about spiritual maturity. The only way to become more spiritually mature is by reading the Word and praying and spending time with God. These are the things that we have to do. Now, John 14:27 says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled or fearful. So God is telling us to have peace. He's telling us to not let our heart be troubled or fearful. Now, I'm not saying that this kind of stuff isn't going to happen, because it will. Obviously, there's been so many times where my heart was fearful, full of anxiety, full of not peace, the opposite of peace. God tells us to not allow our hearts to be troubled or fearful. And the way we do that is by getting into our Word, praying, be constantly on guard to temptation, to any type of spiritual attack. So that's how we walk it out, is by constantly praying, constantly getting into our Word, constantly worshiping, and making sure when an attack that we're ready. when attack comes. So God has already given us peace. We just have to receive it. I know I need to receive it more often. Okay, the way you do that is say, Lord, give me your peace. Actually, he's already given it to you. You just say, Lord, I receive your peace. Allow me to be peaceful. So, we got to say, Lord, I trust you with every aspect of my life. That's hard. That is a really hard one. I know. It's hard for me. Then we got to spend time with the Lord in prayer. It's the only way to keep peace in our hearts and in our minds, and obviously reading your word is also required. So praying, reading your word, worshiping, all these things are required to keep peace in your hearts and in your minds. Finally, we need to live our life in peace in everything we do. So walking to the grocery store, walk in peace. Walking into the bathroom, walk in peace. And if you have to constantly be praying, if you're baptized in the Spirit, be praying in tongues, whatever it may be, however you need to keep yourself at peace, do it, as long as it's biblical. But, alright, that's all for today, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to be updated on all of my videos. So with that, guys, peace be with you, and God bless.